Beeswarm Simulator is like no other game on Roblox. While other simulators die, Beeswarm lives. And it doesn't just live to survive, Beeswarm is thriving. And today I found a video I watched over 4 years ago explaining exactly why Beeswarm doesn't die, and why other simulators do. And if you enjoy this video, drop a like and sub. There's this guy, I think I used to talk to him, I'm not too sure, I don't remember. It's kind of funny, his banner is, "Love you Critical, by me." And that's before I was verified, before 100k subs, so, you know, long time, this guy's an OG. We're gonna watch why is Beeswarm Simulator never dying and why do other simulators die. How it all started. Let's see. I feel like this is a documentary on Beeswarm.
Almost 4 years ago, a Roblox developer was like, "Today I make my own game, and I'm going to..."
This is what on it looks like, I bet. Why is bro actually mocking though? I mean, kind of looks like him, I guess.
Call it Simulator. Fast forward 3 months and the front page is littered with all of these low-effort cash grab games that die in less than...
Dude, I remember these.
2 months. But
holy 40,000 Robux?
From these
what the pay to win
developers, there was one that actually knew what he was doing. This developer is none other than Omelette.
Omelette? Yes, sir. My goat Omelette, who pays my rent.
Discord since I want to have the funny number as my member count. Anyways, back to the video. So why was on it any different from the other developers? How can the game keep its community after 7 months of no updates and more than 3 years since it was released? There are a lot of factors, and we will go through them one at a time.
Man, I think the reason this game doesn't die is just, it's kind of obvious. It is just, honestly, oh my god, there's so many people here. It is the sheer amount of grinding you have to do to get anywhere. Literal days, maybe even like months of actual playtime, not macro playtime, if you play legit, to get anything or anywhere. It's not repetitive too. That's, I mean, it is, but also it's not. It's not like rebirthing, which is cool. Why is Beeswarm Simulator not dying? Let's see.
Starting with the theme, which is Lego Bees.
Yep.
It isn't any special from the other simulators themes that popped up
Lego
at that
Bees,
time
I got
in
a
2018,
Lego Bee right here.
And
actually,
that's what I thought as well when I started to play. But don't let the Bee Lego theme fool you, the game is very complex. Also, the cartoonish and fun style of the game is very complex.
Tens of mechanics? I think he meant tons, but close enough. Somewhat fun gameplay, somewhat. It gets a little less fun after you play for like 3 days straight and don't get what you need, like me, with my gifted basic beyond the noob to pro account. Definitely not lagging, not at all, during...
Also, the cartoonish and fun style of the game can be enjoyed by everyone. What this game excels at is customizability. You can create your own hive, with different types of bees.
Oh, bro, I
stats.
agree. Just the sheer amount of anything you can do with your hive. You can do whatever. Mix and match. And it's so hard to get anywhere. But also, it's like that chase, you know, you see leaderboards everywhere. You literally have leaderboards in the settings menu where you can access it even if you have like 2 bees. So you just see people daily top buzz bomb pollen, 2 trillion. How do I do that? Is what like every single noob is thinking to themselves. This guy right here is thinking, how do I get top 1 buzz pollen for the day? I'm sure that's exactly what he's thinking.
You can wear gear with different stats. For example, the endgame masks. You can customize your amulets and even customize bees by using mutations and bee.
If anyone's watching who doesn't play Beeswarm or like doesn't know too much about it, look at all these amulets. Each of these take tens, if not hundreds of hours to get. This took me like 5 years of playtime. No, like, okay, maybe not 5. Maybe like 3 years of playtime to get. And then another 2 years to get a good one. And, you know, this takes hours. This takes days. This takes like a few minutes. This takes like years. Took me 2 years after the Robo update came out to get a Supreme Cog amulet. Like, that was hard to get. And I was playing for 5 years at that point. So just imagine someone who's starting now.
Quips.
Customizability.
Most simulators fail miserably at customizability, and that's why they die so quickly. For example, I used to try hard a game called Farming Simulator,
which yeah, this sounds so
at a
fun.
point had so many players it was impossible to join
like
your
20
friend
billion times.
Since all of the servers were full. All you could do in that game was do mundane quests that only included farming wheat from different fields, get new gear that was the same as the old one but slightly better, and grinding for hours, which wasn't very entertaining. Less than a year later, and the game went from thousands
Bro
of
probably made 100 bands off that.
players to a few hundred.
So,
due to the lack
little
of
pump and dump, but whatever.
customizability.
If it ain't broken, don't fix
Bee
it.
Swarm also has ton of mechanics that fit together like a puzzle. For example, crafting, quests.
Dude, it's the most niche thing, but there's just so many different things you can do. Just keep watching.
Buffs, passive.
Oh, dude, my first thought is bee clips on the versatility. Like, bro, just random crap. The difference between making like 1 quad and 5 quad in a boost is just bee clips. This small set of things you put on your hive, which you can customize and like gamble on with waxes, makes your breaks a boost.
Abilities, energy, bee attack, critical hits, instant conversion, loot luck, honey per pollen, goo, field boost, field wind, field capacity, gifted bees.
That's just the top of the
radiation,
iceberg too.
emoticons,
There's so many more things
bond,
this guy didn't mention
sprouts,
because it's like
day,
a 9-minute
night
video.
cycle, music, stats, sparkles, leaves,
Okay, he's mentioning a lot of things.
pollination, movement collection, clouds, cub buddies, battle points, and
Okay,
more.
this bro's out.
Try
Okay,
to name
finally.
at least one simulator that has more mechanics than Bee Swarm Simulator.
It's got the most. It's got everything.
Simulators follow this simple template. You have one single type of currency, and all you do.
Dude, other simulators, especially back in the day, when Bee Swarm released, Bee Swarm, like, the reason it blew up so quickly, it blew up within, like, less than a month. It took, like, maybe a few weeks max. I remember seeing the first Thanksia video on it, and it just looks so fun, because it's so different. There was, like, the bar to make a game back in the day was just so low, especially simulators. It was the same boring crap all over again, like, every single time. As soon as there's something new, then,
Do is get
yeah.
better gear. Do
like, this game was so new for its time.
better gear. Do some other nonsense. Grind. Get better gear.
Bro, rebirthing
Repeat.
was terrible in
Bee
these
Swarm
simulators.
Simulator doesn't follow this principle. Take Honey Mask for example. You have to get golden eggs, either by killing mobs or buying them with tickets from the ticket tent.
Oh yeah,
Get toils by
and the
killing
luck.
mobs.
The luck aspect of it definitely helps too. Because you never know if you're about to get like an egg from Werewolf. You're probably not,
farming
but
and
you might, and you probably have. Everyone probably has. Because like sooner or later, if you play long enough, just the RNG aspect, even if something is like a 0.5% chance to get, if you do something like 200 times, you're gonna get it. Like more likely than not, and more likely than not, you're gonna do so many things like thousands of times that you're just bound to explore and like unlock every single thing there is to unlock.
Get treats from mobs or the treat shop. Get enzymes by farming in pineapple field and get the 100 million honey. You have to do at least 5 different actions to get this one piece of gear, and that makes Bee Swarm special.
And that's, out of all the gear, that's like the bottom of the barrel, bro. That's like a very small part of the game. The honey mask. You have boots, you got belts, you got freaking amulets, you got hive. Too much to focus on. That's what makes it amazing though.
Game passes are also a huge factor that can influence a game's
Okay, kind of controversial because this video is 4 years old before trading came out, so now the game is a little more pay to win with game passes. I know from experience because I had to give some guy like 10,000 Robux worth of B-Bear vouchers for some B-Clips. That might seem like it's pay to win because it is. Another new aspect of this game is, even though it's kind of pay to win, like you can cheat your way to the top, you can still unlock everything free to play through trading. Like if you play long enough, you could probably get all the game passes free to play just by getting, you know, good stickers or whatever, you know, being conservative with what you spend, what you buy. And anyone, even a noob, has a chance to get the rarest stickers in the game, like from gambling maybe, or just pure RNG. Is chat picking up what I'm putting down? How much for your account for real? Like for real? Like 50K. Like if you gave me a $50,000 check for my account, like I would give it to you. That's like a car right there, bro. That's a M2.
Popularity. If a game has pay to win, expect it to die within a few months. This is
Laundry Simulator. This is still doing like probably $5,000 a month. Like no joke.
also why Bee Swarm isn't dead, since the game passes aren't that overpowered. Just imagine the chaos if on it added an infinite backpack.
By the way, these are good. Like, especially early on when you're converting a lot and you don't have a lot of instant conversion. Converting twice as fast at your hive is kind of broken. Bee pollen also really good early on, and even endgame.
Overpowered.
And bear bee. Why does it say $2.80, bro? That's like $10. What the inflation? Good, but not OP. Bro, great thing is, even though Bear Bee literally gives you ×2 pollen, which might seem crazy to some people, like, you get ×2 of the main thing you're supposed to get in this game. You can still get free alternatives that are easy to get early on, like Baby Bee. Like, it might take a few hours of playtime, but you can probably get Baby Love, which gives you the exact same buff, ×2 pollen. So there are free-to-play alternatives. Obviously, spending money will make your life a tiny bit easier, but overall, it's not going to make or break your experience.
Imagine the chaos if on it added an infinite backpack game pass for 800.
Oh, infinite backpack? Hell no, bro.
Just imagine the
That would just
chaos
absolutely
if
destroy
Onyx
the
added
game.
an infinite backpack game pass for 800 Robux.
Infinite
Rebirths
backpacks
are a
literally
horrible
ruin Beast Swarm.
mechanic and you should not play
Rebirths! I mentioned this earlier.
games that are based on rebirthing. There's
Screw
nothing more
rebirthing.
mundane than going through the same content over and over again. Updates can also be very hard to implement
I
since
remember when rebirthing was a simple process on Roblox. It was just like, you know, you grind for a few hours, then you rebirth once, but then simulators are like, okay, so we need to get people more rebirths quickly. So then they added, like, rebirth as many times as possible. Like, you grind up, and then you can rebirth 10,000 times. And that's, like, you know, you're getting bottlenecked in your game because, like, that's the sole purpose of it. Like, that's not even fun past a certain extent.
the tryhards with tens or hundred of rebirths will buy the stuff in the new update instantly.
Okay, well, kind of hypocritical point because, yeah, I've made a few videos spending Bobucks, not too many. Okay, yeah, I have made a few videos.
Imagine Bee Swarm, but everyone has crazy times 300 honey multipliers. Bee Swarm also doesn't have obnoxious pets, which give huge broken multipliers.
Not obnoxious at all. Definitely not OP.
Instead, it uses temporary multipliers, for example extracts, enzymes, tropical drinks, and much more, which is good. And finally,
Amazing.
the game is actually balanced. It's surprising.
Well, balanced. Okay, so speaking of balance, depends on your playstyle. So I guess balance-wise, let's just go around the leaderboards. I just want to see all time for every leaderboard, just to see the balance that we're being talked about. Okay, so top for all-time white is 70 quad. Let's look at the red leaderboard now. Okay, top for red is 8. Oh, that's daily. Okay, top for red is 250 quad. Okay, so that's a lot more. That's kind of surprising, actually. I don't know why white is lower, but, like, it is. Let's look at the blue now. Okay, all-time blue is only 31 quad. So the gap is literally like almost 10x from the blue and red. Also depends on your playstyle because like red, it's a lot more hands-on, while blue, you can just macro and make crazy amounts, like trillions a day, hundreds of trillion.
How much time on it took to make everything balanced. Like everything in this world, even B game has its flaws. Let's talk about the 4 most popular ones.
Okay. The flaws. What's so terrible about the game? Let me try and guess these. Macroing. What is terrible about Beast Swarm beside macroing? Actually, macroing isn't terrible. I shouldn't say that, but it's definitely controversial. So I think he's gonna bring that up. And then also, the playtime required to get anywhere. That's Critical's probably gonna mention that. And let me think. What else? Just like. Those are my 2 guesses. How long it takes to get things and macroing. No update. Oh, well, that too. This game updates like once a year, literally.
Before you comment 50 insults and dislike the video, let me explain. I'm not saying there should be monthly updates, but a 7-month break is a bit extreme.
7-month break? We've been here for a year with nothing new. How good times were back in the day. You don't appreciate what you have until it's not there.
Get to endgame, everything feels so dry and, well, repetitive. Everyone tells you to start grinding a lot of materials for an update that doesn't exist. Name is RNG. If you don't know what RNG is, it means random number generator, which is literally random chance.
Yeah, a lot of RNG.
RNG decides if a royal jelly gives a noob stupid fat bumblebee or a Chad fuzzy bee. And it's everywhere in the game.
Yeah.
Royal jellies, wins, headquarters boosters, dices.
Well, the boosters are like just add-ons in my opinion. Like same with wins. Obviously you can gamble like a gifted mythic egg and not get the field you need. That's not as good of an example as like gambling jellies or gambling supreme star amulets. Because I had to grind for like a month to get a good double passive. I was a trash red hive and I finally got a good double white passive, which took a month. Just like playing a few hours each day for a month just to get a supreme star amulet, which is one small part of the game.
Wind Shrine, obtaining Windy Bee, all of the mobs, critical chance, mutations, all of the amulets and the stupidly rare double star passives.
I hated this thing early on.
Get with food, and challenge, rogue vicious bees.
Too lazy to wait for vicious bee. That's so real.
Memory matches, and probably many more.
You want to get like a 2-second clip for your video, you gotta wait like 30 minutes minimum to try and get vicious bee? Like, nah.
Forgot. So the point is,
this is why I'm reacting to this video and not making it.
This game is based on RNG, which isn't always a bad thing, but in such big quantities it's just too much.
Yo, chat, like this
stream. Apparently Onit wants to change the game so that some things aren't RNG dependent
on
anymore,
it right here.
But he's been promising a lot lately and nothing comes out of anything he says. Lag is also a huge problem in this game,
Oh, it's only
and
gotten
it's not
worse.
just the crappy devices.
I know
It's
people who stay up till 3 a.m. to wait to boost, like endgame players who literally stay up all night boosting because that's when servers are the best. Like, actually, imagine you have to stay up to a certain time. Bro, this is like Rust. Like, when you get rated at 2 a.m. or whatever. I've seen those memes. I hope no one here plays Rust. That is just like incredibly dangerous for your mental health.
also the decent and good devices that lag as well. This is because the game got so complex over the time.
Oh, yeah.
And if you add a lot of bees that are entities which have to be rendered.
If
you
y'all
get
remember
huge-
Vitamin Delicious, he was like a software engineer before he did YouTube. Not sure if I'm doxing, but yeah, he did like computer work, and he said that Beastform code is like written really poorly. It could be rewritten to be less laggy, but like we're actually gonna AFK the stump snail on the noob to pro count.
ping and low frames, which isn't ideal for boosting in group. Making a setting which makes others people bees invisible could help in reducing the lag.
Okay, wait, so this was posted 4 years ago, and look what we got now. Hide other bees and reduce strobing VFX. I don't know what strobing is. Is that like for digital bee? Not too sure. But yeah, these options are here, which help a little bit, especially for like the lower end devices like phones, crappy laptops. For all the people who play on their school Chromebook, I feel that I used to do the same thing. Bro, when I was in 6th grade, I got this Windows laptop. You know how most school Chromebooks are like Chrome? So yeah, that's why it's called a Chromebook. But I got a Windows one, which could run Roblox, which was crazy. So I got Minecraft on there, and I used to grind Roblox on that like crappy little, I don't even know what specs it was, but it was terrible. It used to lag so much, and it overheated so much that I took like a Ziploc bag, I put ice in it, and then I put it under my Chromebook to literally cool it, bro. I was doing the freaking ice cooling, like cold air intake for the freaking Chromebook, dude. It's
After
toxic.
I made the cringe mixed high video that you should definitely watch, some person went bananas at Crafter and me because our opinion didn't match with.
Damn, that is like D1 yapping right there, bro. I'm not reading all that, but like, what a loser.
This is the biggest flaw. This community just can't accept opinions. Even I can't. I always
Okay, wait, let's actually confirm this.
me puppy B is good or that I'm dumb and stupid because I dare having an opinion.
Imagine
Besides
having an
this,
opinion.
we also have bad memes. For example, the blue
One
backpackers
meme.
meme, which is garbage and it even leads to
Okay,
harassment.
blue
which isn't
backpack meme.
cool. Lastly, there are
But
a
imagine
few
harassing
YouTubers
someone over a joke. I say this with pride. I say this with regret, but also pride. I think I might have just started like the uprise of the Beastworm blue backpack meme, because back in the day, look at this. I was posting random stuff, memes. These were doing well, like grinding, whatever. But look at this. The first video that does well, blue backpack meme, promotes it. Then you meet a blue backpacker. Like, this portrays blue backpacks in such a negative light. So let's watch how much negative, like, propaganda I did to make blue backpack slaps worse. I was making this back in San Diego
Hey, can
4
you
years
spawn
ago.
a sprout?
Sure,
Okay, spawn a sprout. I'm being nice.
there.
Okay, now do a meteor shower.
Okay, already negative portrayal.
Wow, you're poor, you don't have mythics for it.
Lol, summon a honey storm then.
I don't have the
The
legendaries.
irony. Peak rage bait.
XDD.
I was a W rage baiter. No, I'm no poor. Bro left. Not scripted at all. Huh. Like and sub or you will become a blue backpack. Dude, this was like, if you're religious and if you don't do something, then you get excommunicated, bro. You get kicked out from the church or whatever. So like, damn, bro. That's like the, I guess, the Beastworm equivalent of like and sub or a spider will be in your bed tonight. But yeah, let's keep watching. I don't think there's much left of this video.
which aren't on the good side. So yeah, this is it.
By the way, T's list
Beastworm
himself. Base.
doesn't die because it
Base and
has
red pilled.
well-structured mechanics and addictive gameplay, and you have to play a lot to do everything the game has to offer. You don't finish this simulator in 2 hours, like other simulators. If you think I missed something, don't forget to leave it in the comments. Please join my Discord server because I promised.
Shout out to this guy, W Video. Oh, I commented 4 years ago. I feel attacked, LMAO. W Video. Everyone should go watch that because, like, yeah, pretty Sigma. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I'll link the original video in the description. Maybe this video actually changed people's outlook on Beastworm Simulator as a game, but it definitely explains a lot on why Beastworm is so unique compared to other games and why it survives. Drop a like and sub if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.